Hi, you've tuned in to the Raging Aggron channel, and I'm the No, I'm not your coach. I'm gonna redo this. One moment. Hi, you've tuned in to the Raging Aggron channel, and I'm your host, Djingis. And in this video, we're gonna do the first of the last 4 draft recaps from the Pokemon Winter League. And we're gonna go through the Pony Division in the Moon Conference. And first out is a team that I hate to pronounce. The Rowlett Rowlets. I think I got it right. I'm not completely sure. The Rowlett Rowlets. I feel like that's the name. Or I know that's the name, but I think you pronounce it that way. I'm not completely sure. My phone is going crazy. Goodbye. So first out we have Celesteela here. And Celesteela is extremely scary, very bulky, very hard to deal with, and people thought that Skarmory was bad, and this is even worse than Skarmory because it has the special defense to actually patch it up and make it better. It's a really good Pokemon. The Beast Boost is not really worth it on Celesteela in my opinion, but it's good that it doesn't have a broken ability. I mean, if you have Regenerate on this thing, or Oblivious, not Oblivious, Oblivious would be bad on this thing, Unnerve would be really bad, and so forth. I mean, that would be really hard to deal with. Filter as well. So yeah, this is a very bulky Pokemon, Leech Seed, Sub, Giga Drain and so forth. I really like this. I don't like this Pokemon. It almost lost me. I'm not gonna spoil anything, sorry. You never heard what I said. Celesteela is annoying. Next up we have Mega Gallade. I'm not very fond of Mega Gallade. I never used it, so I don't really know what it does and what it don't do. But I feel like it could be a pretty good Pokemon overall. I know that it gets a lot of coverage moves, and it hits very hard and can do a lot of things. So I feel like it's not, as you can see, these are all viable moves. That's a crazy amount of moves. Jesus, this moveset is wild. And the attack stat and the speed is pretty good as well. So yeah, I don't have anything else to say on this thing because I don't really know how to use it. I guess that it has a good move pool and it was even better than I thought. Then we have Latios, Levitate user, and just a Celesteela, very hard to take down. Not as hard, but the thing that is hard with this thing is that it hits hard no matter what it does. So if you have, let's say, I mean, this thing can be Scarf, this thing can be Specs, it can be Assault Vest. It's not the bulkiest thing, Latias is bulkier, but it hits so hard, so it feels like it's a lot bulkier than it is. It's a very good Pokemon. Then we have Infernape. Infernape is one of those Pokemons that are on the verge of going up to Tier 1. In my opinion, I feel like it gets outspeed by a lot of things since it's 108, but it's not a lot of threats that it has to deal with that is faster than it. There are some flying types that are faster than it, but most of the time it doesn't really matter. If you run this thing Scarfed, you will lose a lot of power, so a lot of trainers run this with Assault Vest, not Assault Vest, just because I'm so used to say Assault Vest, guys. A lot of coaches run this with Choice Band, Choice Specs, or Life Orb, Expert Belt, those kind of things. Even Sash, Lead Sash is pretty common. U-turn gainer, it hits hard, can be both special and physical. I don't know if it gets Sword Stance. It gets Sword Stance, and it gets Nasty Plot as well. So you can step on both fronts and have stab both fronts, and it hits really hard. So this is a very scary Pokemon to face and to have to deal with. Next up we have Muck, Alolan Muck, and this thing is a monster. We all know how SV is one of the coaches. We all know how MV used it in the GBA this season. and I feel like a lot of people look down upon it because of that terrible speed. But SV actually showed how good a lowland muck is, and how hard it can hit, and how hard it is to take it down. Gluttony really helps it as well. It would be really nice if it got recycle, but it doesn't. It's not a lot of Pokemon that does get recycle, but it's a really cool move that I wish that more people used. Next we have Type Null. Type Null has the exact same stats as our friend. I'm just gonna see here, does it? Yeah, okay, it only has battle armor. I've never used Type Null or Silvally, so I don't really know what abilities they have. Except for the Arceus system on Arceus, Arceus system on Silvally. But Type Null has the exact same stats as Silvally, as you can see. The only difference is the speed. Base 59 speed instead of 95. So you can, and since this thing can evolve, you can just slap an Eviolite on it. And then you have one of the bulkiest Pokemon in the game. You can also use all the plates on it if you want to have it in different types. And I'm pretty sure that you can do that as well, and it has pretty good move pool. Hits hard. It's just a pretty good Pokemon overall, especially to being an unevolved Pokemon. And then we have Ribombee here. Ribombee is fast, hits pretty hard with Fairy Bug stab, but it's very frail, and I don't really see it being used that much. So that's all I have to say about Ribombee. Next up we have Kecleon. Kecleon is extremely specially bulky, and has, thanks to not color change, thanks to Protean, it hits extremely hard as well. Get a lot of priority moves, Shadow Sneak, Fake Out. This is a Fake Out. I'm just gonna go through it here because I can't remember. Is it just Fake Out and Shadow Sneak? It seems like that. I thought it would get something else. That was priority as well, but it doesn't really matter. I mean, those are pretty good. Sucker Punch, Shadow Sneak, and Fake Out are pretty good moves to have priority with. And then it has a lot of other moves that you can see. You can run it pretty much any set as well. Hits hard and can even be a nasty plot set, which I think it's really funny because that base 60 attack doesn't scream special attacker. But you can make it work. I really like Kecleon. It's a really good value pick in tier 5. Then we have Crocodile, that will be his crystal user. Crocodile is extremely scary. Dark Ground is two of the most defensive typings in the game. Base 117 attack can be Choice Scarf, Choice Banded, Life Orb, Lumberry Intimidate. It can have a lot of different moves. Stab Knockoff is never wrong. So yeah, this is just a good Pokemon overall. Granbull, I think it's the only physical defensive fairy typing. The rest of the fairy types are especially defensive. I may be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's how it is. And it's not as bulky as you might think, but that Intimidate makes it pretty bulky. It hits hard, so it's a very offensive fairy type as well. Other than that, it's not the best Pokemon in my opinion. Alola Ninetales is just a beast. To have good speed, not being the bulkiest, and quad weak to a lot of the things. To be quad weak to steel. Well, it has and the thing that makes this thing stand out so much is the Aurora Whale. And it will not run Snow Cloak for that, it will run Snow Warning. Then Aurora Whale. Yeah. I can't pronounce it. And last but not least, we have Beware. And Beware is extremely bulky, thanks to that huge HP stat and pretty good defense, especially defense. And then have Fluffy. The only problem with Fluffy is that Fire types is pretty strong against it, since it will be super effective against it. But it's a really good Pokemon. I really like it, and I feel like this team doesn't have a lot of weaknesses, in my opinion. The only real weakness I can see is the fairy typings. To have a bug fairy that is very frail, and then to have a ice fairy when steel is super effective fairy is not the best. Gramble kinda make up for that, but it's not the best defensive typing. It's not the best defensive Pokemon in my opinion. So it has a lot to work with the fairy typings. But other than that, I feel like it's a really good team. And to have 3 fairy types on the same team is very, very good, very, very scary for your opponent. So yeah, that will be all for this video. I will see you in the other 3 that will go up today. My name is Djingis, and I will see you next time.